Good morning, children. How are you? I hope you are fine. So, students, I welcome you all in today's online class. And already we have completed 3 chapters. Last chapter, which was just recently completed, that is chapter number 3, our food. Today we will start a new chapter, that is chapter 4. What is the number of the chapter? Chapter 4, and the name of the chapter is our dresses. Here our dresses means that is mainly related to different type of dresses in different states of India, different places of India. As we know, students, that India is a land of colorful dresses. You can see in this picture that so many types of dresses we are wearing, different type of dresses present. Each and every state has some traditional dresses. Traditional means that this type of dresses that is used by the people from the past. That is not new, modern dresses not. This type of dresses we are using from the past, that is called as traditional dresses. So let us see that some examples of traditional dresses of India. Here student, take a look. The name of the place is what? Ladakh. You have heard about the name Ladakh. Ladakh is located that is just beside Jammu and Kashmir. So Ladakh is very cold region. That means maximum time it is covered with snowfall occurs. So that's why take a look their dresses. They are wearing that is total body covered dress, because they are living in that type of region where temperature is very low. That's why snowfall occurs. So their dresses named Goncha. It is a gown like dress which is full body covered dress. Tipi means it is one type of hat. And Koskar means, take a look, this type of woolen dress that is to survive in the cold situation, very extreme cold. That time they are using that type of dress. So take a look, their dresses Goncha, and it is called as tipi. That means it is one type of hat, and it is called as Koskar. So this type of dresses used by whom? The people of Ladakh. Next, one more example, that is Jammu and Kashmir. The people of Jammu and Kashmir using that is called as Feran. Feran means what? Take a look, this type of dress. This type of dress is called as Feran. So they are using Feran, and also they are using Kashmiri shawl. Kashmiri shawl means this one. It is called as Kashmiri shawl. Clear? So Jammu and Kashmir people, they are using Feran, Kashmiri shawl. It is also very cold region, and that is snowfall occurs in the winter season. That's why their dresses like that, full body cover dress. Next, that is it is Haryana. In Haryana, that is dhoti, kurta, pagdi, and ghagra, long shirt, odhni, that type of dresses they are wearing. Dhoti, kurta, pagdi, ghagra, long shirt, and odhni. Take a look, dhoti, kurta. The male members are using dhoti, kurta, and they are also wearing pagdi, and the female members are wearing that is ghagra, long shirt, and odhni. That is for Haryana. Next, that is Punjab. In Punjab, the people are using that is Punjabi ghagra, that is for female member, turban, that is for male member, and themat or tamba, that is one type of lungi that is used by the Punjabi male members. Take a look, one type of lungi which is called that is called by that is themat or tamba. So take a look, Punjabi ghagra, turban, that means one type, and tehmat or tamba, it is one type of lungi that is in Punjab. So you have already seen dresses of that is Haryana, Jammu and Kashmir, Ladakh. So we can easily guess that colorful dresses are used in different parts of India. In detail later we will discuss, but today we will try to know about the states and union territories of India. So I have told that today we will discuss about which thing? States and Union Territories of India. Can you say how many states are there in India? That is 28 states are there. So first name we have started from south. Let us see state and their capital. Now you are thinking in dress chapter, what is the reason to use that is what is the reason to study the state? Because we will discuss our dresses state wise. So if we want to discuss our dresses state wise, we should know all the states name and their union territories. That's why we have to read about the name of the states and their capitals. So first name of the state is Kerala. So where is it Kerala? Take a look here, that is Kerala. This one is Kerala, that is. So what is the name of the capital of Kerala? That is Thiruvananthapuram. Next, that is Tamil Nadu. Just that is beside Kerala, Tamil Nadu. Its capital is Chennai. Next, that is Karnataka, yellow color, that is just beside the Andhra Pradesh, and Karnataka's capital is Bengaluru. Next, that is Andhra Pradesh. Andhra Pradesh means here you can see that is Andhra Pradesh, and its capital is Amra, that is Hyderabad. Now it is Hyderabad, but they are thinking they will shift their capital from Hyderabad to Amravati, because Hyderabad is located in Telangana. That's why they are thinking they will shift their capital from Hyderabad to Amravati. So that's why they are developing Amravati now. Clear? Now their capital is that is Hyderabad, but later they will shift their capital to Amravati, Telangana, and its capital is Hyderabad. Next, that is Goa. Goa means here, take a look, this small state, that is Goa, and its capital is Panaji. Next, that is Maharashtra, that means Mumbai. Next, that is Gujarat, that is Gandhinagar. This is Gujarat and its capital is Gandhinagar. Next, that is Rajasthan, its capital is Jaipur. Next, that is Madhya Pradesh, its capital is that is Bhopal. Next, that is Haryana. Here this is Haryana, and its capital is Chandigarh. And Punjab, its capital is also Chandigarh. Punjab and Haryana both have same capital, that is Chandigarh. And then Uttar Pradesh, this one, that is Uttar Pradesh, and Uttar Pradesh capital is Lucknow. And next, that is Uttarakhand, this one, its capital is Dehradun. So here 14 states we have discussed. Now come to the next. Here we have to read about other 14 states. So Himachal Pradesh. So let us find out. This is Himachal Pradesh and its capital is Simla. Next, that is Odisha, that is located here. Here this yellow color, that is Odisha, and its capital is Bhubaneswar. Here Bhubaneswar. Next, that is Jharkhand, your state, and its capital is Ranchi. And next, Chhattisgarh. Here this is Chhattisgarh and its capital is Raipur. Next, that is Bihar. This is Bihar and its capital is Patna. Next, that is Sikkim. Take a look, the very small, this one, that is Sikkim, pink color, that is, and its capital is Gangtok. Next, that is Tripura. Here that is Tripura. This one, this blue color, that is Tripura, and its capital is Agartala. Next, that is Manipur. Here this is Manipur, this green color, that is Manipur, and its capital is Imphal. Next, that is Meghalaya. This one, that is Meghalaya, and its capital is Shillong. Next, that is Mizoram. Take a look, this is Mizoram, and its capital is Aizawl. Next, that is Assam. Here this is Assam, yellow color, and its capital is Dispur. Next, that is Arunachal Pradesh, this blue color, that is Itanagar. Its capital is Itanagar. Next, that is Nagaland. Here that is Nagaland present. Take a look, this is Nagaland, and its capital is Kohima. And next, that is West Bengal, that is Kolkata. Here, so total how many states we have seen today? 28 states. So India has 28 states. And how many union territories present? Let us see here, 9 union territories. Previously it was that is 7 union territories. Now India has 9 union territories. So who are the 2 newly formed union territories? That is, take a look, Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. Jammu and Kashmir, and that is Ladakh. Jammu and Kashmir Take a look, this is Jammu and Kashmir, this is Ladakh. So these are the two newly formed union territories. Now come to the name one by one. First union territory, Andaman and Nicobar. Take a look, this is Andaman and Nicobar. So it's in the union territory, and for union territory we are not telling that is capital, we are telling which thing, administrative headquarter. What we are telling, administrative headquarter. So the administrative headquarter of Andaman Nicobar Island is Port Blair. Take a look, this is Port Blair, this is Port Blair. That is the administrative headquarter of Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Next, that is Lakshadweep. Here this is Lakshadweep, and it is located in Arabian Sea. Andaman and Nicobar Island, it is located in Bay of Bengal, and Lakshadweep is located in Arabian Sea here, and its administrative headquarter is Kavaratti. What is the name? Kavaratti. What is the name? Kavaratti. Next, that is Daman and Diu. Daman and Diu is located where? Take a look here, Daman and Diu. This is, and Daman and Diu headquarter is Daman. Next, that is Ladakh. Here this is Ladakh, and its headquarter is Leh, L-E-H, Leh. And Chandigarh. Chandigarh is the capital of which two states, Punjab and Haryana. Side by side, Chandigarh is one union territory, and its administrative headquarter is Chandigarh. This is Chandigarh here, Chandigarh. Next, that is Dadar and Nagar Haveli. Here that is Dadar and Nagar Haveli, and its administrative headquarter is Silvassa. What is Silvassa? Clear? Next, that is Puducherry. That is Puducherry here. Take a look, that is Puducherry, just beside the Tamil Nadu here, Puducherry, and its its administrative headquarter is Pondicherry. What is the administrative headquarter? Pondicherry. Next, that is National Capital Region. That means NCT Delhi, New Delhi. Take a look, New Delhi is also one union territory. Clear? National Capital Region. We are telling NCT Delhi in short. NCT, National Capital Territory, or NCR, National Capital Region. Next, that is Jammu and Kashmir, newly formed union territory. It has two administrative headquarters, one that is Srinagar, another that is Jammu. Srinagar for which thing? Summer season, and Jammu for winter season. So clear, students? Today we have discussed that is India's dresses, and to know about our dresses we should know about our states and union territories, and that's why I have told, and you have already seen, and I think before that also you were knowing about this thing, that India is having 28 states and 9 union territories, and I have told two newly formed union territories, Ladakh and Jammu and Kashmir, and I have shown you also that some dresses of India like Goncha, Tipi and Koskar in Ladakh, and also that is Feran, Kashmiri shawl in Jammu and Kashmir, and dhoti, kurta, pagdi, ghagra, long shirt, orni, that is in Haryana. Then Punjabi ghagra, turban, tehmat or tamba, it is one type of lungi, that is in Punjab. So some states dresses, traditional dresses we have seen, and also we have read about the states and their capitals, union territories and their administrative headquarters. So that's all for today. If you have any query, then ask me, feel free to ask, and no one should hesitate, and next day we'll discuss about the traditional dresses of other states of India. So thank you so much.